Hi everyone, this is Anne-Marie from Almost Surfside. Thank you so much for joining me for another beading tutorial. For those of you who don't know me, I have an Etsy shop where I sell handmade surf and beach inspired jewelry, and I also have an Instagram account which is Almost Surfside 7. So if you want to check out my latest work, be sure to click on the links in the description box down below. And for today's beading tutorial, I'm going to be going over this necklace. And it's a regular length necklace, and it combines 3 different sizes of seed beads. Okay, so I have 8s, 15s on the side, and 11s at the top and bottom of the oval shape. And then going across the oval, I've used Czech number 2 bugle beads in silver. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and I think it's a very modern, clean, and feminine piece, especially with the color combination of pastel pink and silver. So in terms of materials, what you're going to need for today's project is fire line, and I always use 6 pound or 0.006. Okay. In the first pile there on my mat, you see size 8 seed beads. And these are from Toho, and they're pink, and the finish on them is opaque luster. Okay, so that's what they look like. In the next pile there on the left hand side is size 11 seed beads, and these are clear. Okay, so 11 O's clear from Toho. That's what they look like, and that's just for the connectors that we're going to be doing today. In the third pile here on my mat, you see size 11 seed beads, and these are galvanized silver, again by Toho. Okay. In the next pile on my mat are size 15s. Okay, and these are galvanized silver, so the same color as the size 11s, but again, they're size 15. Okay. And in the very last pile here on my mat are bugle beads. And these are Czech number 2 bugle beads in crystal, and they're silver lined. Okay. And for those of you who aren't using Czech bugles, a good reference point in terms of the measurement is they're approximately 5 millimeters. Okay, so if you use Miyuki, for example, you can pick something close to that. Okay, and of course it's helpful to have a lobster claw for the closure and 2 jump rings for the closure as well. And the reason why I've chosen silver here is because the bugle beads are silver, and the seed beads that I've gone with today are silver as well, so that helps tie it in. And it's helpful also to have flat nose pliers to work with the jump rings and the lobster claw at the end of the project. And of course you're going to need scissors in order to cut your fire line. So go ahead and gather all your materials and let's get started. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cut an arm's length worth of thread, and you always want to leave yourself about a 6 to 10 inch tail at the very end just so that you can finish off your project. And in order to start the necklace pattern, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up one of our Czech number 2 bugles in silver. I'm going to pick up 1 size 15, 2 size 8s, another 15, and that's it. Okay, so 1 bugle, a 15, 2 size 8s, and another 15. And again, push those down on your needle. And I'm going to insert my needle into the bugle that's there at the very bottom of the row. Okay, this one here. And pull on my thread. Okay, so there's my tail. I've left enough so that I can finish off the piece. And now what I want you to do is pick up 1 size 15. Okay. So my working thread is here at the top of the bugle. And I'm going to insert my needle into the first size 15 there, pull on my thread, insert my needle into the size 8. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a size 11 seed bead in silver. And I'm going to go down the size 8 and the size 15 seed bead there at the bottom. Pull on my thread. Okay, so that's what you want to have at this point. I'm going to go ahead and pick up another size 15. Okay, right there. And I'm going to go back up the bugle bead there in the center. Okay, there we go. So that's what you want to have on one side of the bugle bead. You want to have 2 15s on the left, an 8, an 11, an 8, and 2 more 15s. And now we're going to repeat the exact same thing on the opposite side. So go ahead and pick up a 15, 2 of the size 8, and another 15. Okay, I'm going to go back down the bugle bead in the center, right here, and pull on my thread. Okay, so you can see how the pattern's coming. We have the exact same thing on the top and bottom. So now I need to pick up a size 15, go through the other 15 as well as the 8, right there, pull on my thread, pick up a size 11, go down the 8 and the 15 right here. Okay, pull on my thread, pick up another 15, and we're going to go down the bugle bead in the center right here. Okay, so that's the oval shape that we're working with. And then to make sure that all of the beads are joined on the left and right hand side of our shape, we're just going to go around one time until we come back to the top of the shape here, the size 11. Okay, so go ahead and go through all of the beads on the outside of your shape. So going up here. I'm going to work my needle all the way around. And back up to the top as I said before, so going through the size 11 that's at the top of your oval. Okay, make sure you pull tight on your thread just to make sure that everything is sitting nice and snug. Okay, so that's the first part of our pattern completed. And now we're going to create a connector in order to join to the next oval shape. So to do that connector, I'm going to go ahead and pick up one of my size 11s in clear, a size 11 in silver, and another size 11 in clear, right here. So you have 3 beads on your needle, and you're going to go through the opposite side of the size 11 that you're coming out of. Okay, you can reinforce that by going through all of the beads that you just added on. And step up through the size 11 in clear, and then the size 11 in silver. Okay, so that's the connector that we're going to be working with. And go ahead and pick up a size 8, a size 15 in silver, one of your bugles, another 15 in silver, and another size 8. Okay, so that's what you want to have on your needle at this point. And I want you to go through the opposite side of the silver bead. Okay, so that's what you should have on your thread right now. Okay, and I want you to go through the size 8 and the size 15 on the right hand side of the bugle, right up here. Okay, you can pick up another size 15 and go through the bugle. Pick up another 15 and you can go through all of the beads there on this bottom side of the bugle. Okay, so I'm going to push my needle through the 15, 8, 11, 8, 15, 15. So go through everything all at once. Okay, and now I'm back at the bottom of the bugle, right here. And I'm going to insert my needle into the bugle, pull in my thread. Okay, so you can see that the left-hand side of our shape is done. And now we just need to repeat the same pattern on the right-hand side of our shape. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to start by picking up a 15, 2 of my size 8s, and another 15. Okay, go through the opposite side of your bugle that's sitting there in the center of your design and pull on your thread. Okay, pick up a size 15 and you're going to go through the 15 and the 8 on the right hand side of your shape. Okay, pick up a size 11 in silver and go down the 8 and the 15 and pick up one more 15 and you can go up the bugle. Okay, pull tight. Okay, so now the only thing left to do to complete this segment is to go through all of the beads on the outside of our oval shape. So I'm going to start by going around the right hand side of the bugle. Okay, and of course I'm going to do the full round until I end up back at my size 11 here at the top. Okay, there we go. So now I'm back at the top of my oval shape. Okay, and now we're going to create a connector. So to do that, I'm going to pick up a clear in size 11, a silver in the same size, and another clear size 11. Okay, so that's what you want to have on your needle. And you're going to go through the opposite side of the size 11 that you're coming out of. And you can go ahead and reinforce that by going through all of the beads that you just added on. Okay, and then step up through the clear in size 11 as well as the silver. Okay, and now I want you to go ahead and pick up a size 8, a size 15, a bugle bead, another size 15, and another size 8. Okay, so that's what you want to have on your needle. And go through the opposite side of the silver bead that you're coming out of. Okay, there we go. So you should be coming out of the silver size 11 there in the center, and I want you to go through the size 8 as well as the size 15. Okay, pick up one size 15. There we go. Go down the bugle bead. Pick up another size 15. And go through all of the beads there on the left-hand side of your oval. There we go. Okay, so now we're back at the top of our oval shape there at the top of the bugle, and we're finished the left hand side of our oval, so now we need to do the same thing on the right hand side. So go back down the bugle here in the center and pick up a size 15, two of your size 8s, and another 15. Okay. And I want you to go through the opposite side of the bugle bead there in the center. There we go. Okay, pick up a 15. And you can go up through the size 15 and the size 8. Pick up a size 11. And you can go down the size 8 as well as the size 15. Okay, and then you're going to finish by picking up one more 15 right here, and you can go down the bugle. There we go. Okay, so that oval is now done, and the last step is to go around the outside of the oval until you get back up to the top and exit the size 11. Okay, so I'm going to do that by starting here on the right hand side at the top part of my oval shape, and I'm going to work my needle all the way around to the other side. Okay, so now we're back at the top of our oval, and I'm going to pull tight, and then I'll be ready to create another connector. Okay, so that's the pattern that you want to be creating all the way down your necklace. If you need a review, of course, you can go back in the video and go through the steps again with me. But anyways, that's the pattern that you want to create over and over again to create the full necklace or a bracelet. It would work well as a bracelet as well. I should have mentioned that at the top of the video. And of course, I'm going to show you how to finish your piece by doing a very simple loop closure. Okay, so to do the closure, you can see that on one side I've added a total of 5 size 15 seed beads in silver. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side of our necklace or bracelet, whatever you ended up making. So go ahead and pick up 5 of your size 15 seed beads. There we go, a total of 5 there on my needle. And I'm going to go through the opposite side of the size 11 that I'm coming out of at the top of my oval. Okay, and you can go ahead and reinforce that closure by going through all of the beads that you just added on. And I'm going to go back through the size 11 at the bottom. Okay, straighten it out. And I'm going to insert my needle through the size 8 here. Okay, now that I've gone through the size 8, I'm going to tie off the knot right there. Okay, and then I can insert my needle through the size 15s here on the top of my oval. Okay, and I'm going to go down towards the size 8. And I'm going to do another knot on this side here. And pull tight. Okay, now that I've secured 2 knots, I'm going to go ahead and cut off my excess thread here as close as I can to the beads. Put that aside, and I'm going to pick up one of my jump rings. Okay, it's already open, so I'm going to insert that into one of the loops on one side of my necklace and close it up. Go ahead and pick up your other jump ring and insert the lobster claw. Okay, and then on the other side where the other loop is, you're going to insert that and close it up. There we go. Okay, so that's your closure. You're going to attach the lobster claw to the jump ring. Okay, and that's how you finish your necklace or your bracelet, whatever you decided to make. Okay, so anyways, that concludes our beading tutorial for today. And I hope that you really enjoyed making it along with me. It's a super easy pattern to follow. And yeah, I hope that you really enjoy wearing this piece all summer long. I think it's a very modern and clean and classic design. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me for today's beading tutorial. If you haven't already done so, please take a minute to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye for now.